Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Mr. Emery. I'm Marlon Emery, and this is a channel to help young men that we target between the ages of 18 and 36 who are dealing and struggling with life issues. Even though we target 18 to 36 age group, this channel is open to all men who just want to come by, um, listen, give their opinion, and give me helpful suggestions to make this channel better and more suitable for everyone that watches this channel. Today, I want to talk about something that my grandfather shared with me. Well, my grandfather didn't share with me. I take that back. I apologize. It was something that my uncle shared with me that my grandfather told him. And on my father's side, it was a large family. My father had six brothers and four sisters. And I remember this specific day. It was about 20, 30 years ago. Me and my uncle were talking, and he said something that my grandfather used to always say, and that is a person only do as well as they think. Now, I'm quite sure some of you have heard something very similar to that. A man does do as he thinketh, but the way my grandfather put it, a person do as well as he thinks. And I want you to sit back and think about that. And as you're thinking about it for the next 15 to 20 seconds, ask yourself, have you always done your best thinking? Or have you seen individuals who are not doing their best thinking? When a situation occurs, whether if it's with another individual or with a significant other or even with your children, when you deal with conflicts, ask yourself, am I doing my best thinking? If you're walking, if in this conflict that you have, and if you're yelling, if you're shouting and cussing and screaming, just remember in that conflict and in that moment, while you're doing all of that, that is a result of your best thinking. I want you to sit and think about that for a moment. Your negative reactions to conflict is showing your best thinking at that moment. So the question is, how do you combat that? What do you do where you can always be on top of your thinking, where you don't say things or you don't do things that you might end up regretting? One of the suggestions that I give people and that I want to give to you is something called a pause. And that's just something very simple that you can do. The next time you're in a conflict or you feel that this conversation is getting ready to get heated, take a pause before you speak. And pause every time before you speak. If you have to pause for a second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, or 10 seconds, the main important thing is to pause before you speak. Because when you do that, what happens is that you tend to calm down and then you tend to be more rational. And you take the time to think about your next action, your next course of action. And when you can take a second and think about your next course of action without any type of conflict, you will find that you are doing your best thinking. And in a conflict, your best thinking may even come. The next best thing might be just not to do nothing and remove yourself from the situation. But always remember, first thing, any type of conflict that arises, take a pause before you say anything. And always remember that you only do as well as you think. So after the situation happens, and if you're not happy with your situation, if you're not happy with the way you reacted based off of your thinking, here's the good news to that. You can always go back, look at that situation, look at where you were wrong, making amends to the individual, but most importantly, making amends to yourself where you don't repeat that same action. And it's just going to take effort for you not to do it. It takes a lot of effort for you to always do your best thinking at all times. Remember that. It takes work and effort to do your best thinking all the time. So with that being said, I hope the information that I gave to you was credible and that you can use it. And also, please feel free to give feedback or suggestions of things that you would like for me to talk about, and I will. So until the next time, take care and have a great day.